Hello YouTube. I've got a new setup. I'm in the garage and as you can see it's completely untidy, bits of metalwork over the back, junk on the wall, although I'm rather proud of some new racking that I put up there with a friend, which is helping me store a lot of my miniatures on the walls. As you can see, got my usual boxes and things over there, which are very handy as well, plastic boxes, particularly in a garage because things get damp in the garage, which is something which I experienced after almost 5 weeks of building up all this new area in the garage. I had a flood, and Thames Water here in the southeast of London decided that they'd let the sewage run back down my driveway, which came into the garage and nearly ruined everything in here, but we're now back to normal. So that's good. And I thought I'd do a quick video testing the new rig, because I've got a new camera. This main camera is new, and I've got a method of sort of zooming in as well. In front of me down here I have this wooden stump, and I've got a smaller camera zooming in, and I'm about to talk about some 15mm miniatures because that's what I've got down here that I like, which I need to line up for the airbrush in a sitting soon, which is another thing I've done in the garage. I've got the airbrush set up in here now, so with a compressor on hand it should be easy to get more of my miniatures done, as we all want to do, isn't it? We've always got enough lead to build a coffin, a Roman coffin lining. As I understand, they used to bury themselves in lead. I think I've got enough to make a coffin by now, so we'll be buried with the stuff that I don't get around to painting. Yeah, so in front of me I've got some Ground Zero Games Grav sleds, and what I'll do is I'll switch over to those so you can look at them now. So here we go, and hoping they're reasonably well in focus, but they're a mixture of parts for a single large Grav sled that they do. I particularly like it because it has these side panels on the side. I'll try and get this into some sort of sensible focus for you. But here you go, you've got these 4 sort of sled-like Grav panels that sit on the side of the vehicle, and the hull comes in 2 parts, so you have the upper hull body and then a lower hull as well. And you can see on this lower section where the Grav, what do you call them, fins, sails, reflectors, but they would sit in there. It needs a bit of clean up first, but they sit in the side, so you've got sort of 4 of them along the bottom of the hull. Then on the top of the hull you'd have let's have a look, see if I can get it fitted on. So there we go, we've got the whole turret combination, and it comes in the pack with these optional different guns. I think this one they call the rail gun, the big one, and then you've got a sort of laser gun, and then this more stubby one as well. So you can pick those. I think on balance probably I quite like it with the stubby gun actually. It also comes in the pack with a little tank commander there, and the options to put his little hatch on there, and a small laser gun or auto gun of some variety, and then you get some radar sensor dishes on there too. Finally, the front of the Grav sled has this larger panel that fits on, and through the wonders of the internet I can now show you very quickly the finished product. Sorry, it's a bit of a blurry image, but you can see that larger section on the front with the larger panel, and then the 4 around the side. And this person, I think this might be on the GZG website actually, that they've put the smallest stubby looking cannon on there, which has those 2 I don't know what they'd call them, grenade launchers perhaps, on the top of it. I think I've got another image here to look at of the thing in flight. Again, I like the retro look to the way the panels are on the side there. It looks rather nice. So it certainly should be good when painted up. Don't know if I've got any more images of it here to share. And this is someone else's. We've got some of the I don't know whose these images are, not very good quality, but you've got some of the spider droids on there from Ground Zero Games as well, GZG. So yeah, it's a nice looking vehicle. I've got another one to show, which I'll flip back to now. So that's the larger one, and then we have a smaller or medium sized tank. So again, I've got it in a little baggie here. And this one, this time the hull is already in one piece, so there's not much that needs to be done in terms of gluing that together. Okay, we've got the sort of turret. I've got it upside down there, so you can see again where the Grav reflectors, sled bits go on the side there, and they're much smaller on this one. You've got the four here that come on a kind of a sprue, and then the front one, which is larger again, which I think is generally the theme with these. So popping that together, we've got the turret. Again, you've got two weapon choices here again, a smaller one, try and make sense of that, and a medium size, so again that might be a laser, and this could be some sort of plasma or a kind of heavy stubber type. There you go, I can't resist just popping it off there. And yeah, so nice little tiny small tank really. Oh, and you get a commander with this one as well, so since I'm in the mood for sort of just popping them off the sprue there, I'll rest him in. And yeah, I think it's a nice, very nice looking vehicle. And it looks good to scale. It's very much in scale. I like it as in 15mm needs to be this size. Quite often you get people doing APCs for 15mm, and they tend to come out on more on the sort of 18 to 20mm size. At least in my view, this is more compact looking. So there you go. It was just two quick shots. Switch back to myself. There I am. So thanks for listening in. It was very short, and I welcome some feedback on the video. Was that little tank in focus that I had in the front there? Here it is now in small, so you can sort of see scaled up to me how small these things are. And could you hear me? Could you see the product on there? Be interesting to hear some feedback with this new rig I've got in the garage, which is hopefully going to speed up my content getting onto the web with more reviews, more 15mm models and various other things coming online. So this has been a test viewing. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.